Hi and welcome to the Market Alert for Thursday, the 26th of January 2023. So yesterday, wash out, rinse, weak hands, repeat the squeeze. Gold rips as equity traders buy the dip. The word of the day, WTF, absolutely. The market was moving lower quite nicely and then it just reversed and moved higher. More frustration, sell lows, chase highs, pain is back. Chasing both ways, and we've got this news item here: stocks and bonds recover as Bank of Canada makes final rate hike. And again, this one here: US stocks paired losses and finished flat with the rebound helped by the Bank of Canada, signalling the end of rate hikes. It's unbelievable, isn't it? So there's no more inflation according to the Bank of Canada. And there's the headline there: Bank of Canada. I'll just bring this down a bit. Yeah, so there we go. Bank of Canada says it can pause rate hikes. Inflation set to decline significantly. Well, there are no words really. I'm not seeing any decline in inflation, let alone decline significantly. But that's the news yesterday. That's what sent the markets up. And they certainly did move up quite strongly after the initial sell-off. And again, it's that same pattern that we've seen all week. The DAX sells off in the start of the session, and then when the Dow opens, the market moves higher. So what economic news have we got today? We've got advanced GDP, that's at 130 for the US. Then there's some other bits and pieces, but say when you get a news item out of the blue like the Bank of Canada, there's, the market's only going to go one way, and it's continuing to move higher on the overnight as well. So let's take a look, see what's happening. So in the Dow, as you can see there, we were down yesterday in the morning session. Then we traded up and we're stuck at 50% retracement, but it looks poised to want to break through there. The advanced GDP numbers should take care of that. Let's just have a look at the numbers. I didn't look at the detail of that. The forecasting it lower, previous 3.2, so we'll just have to wait and see. But if it comes out lower, that'll make it a bit more difficult, but then will it? They'll just probably come up with some other excuse, revise the number, and then move the market to the upside. So 2.6 is the number to look out for at 130. So in the 30-minute chart, again, you've got this decline in the pre-market. As soon as it's traded for an hour or whatever, and at the low and at the 200 MA, the market is brought back. And overnight, the market's already gone through yesterday's high as well. There's going to be no sanity in this market, is it, until something major happens, particularly now that, say, Bank of Canada have signalled that they're not going to increase rates anymore. I just find it staggering. When you think the unthinkable could never happen, it goes and happens, so I don't know what the bank rate is in Canada. It's not going to be a fat lot, I can assure you. It's probably 2 or 3%, but good luck. Good luck with that one. In the German DAX, still showing its strength, moving up, trading up to the 89% retracement overnight already. 78% retracement there, hit as well. That's redrawn from here down to here and projected back. In the 30-minute chart, again, you've got the sell-off in the morning, which we've seen now for the last few days. Just drag this across, you'll see those sell-offs. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, exactly the same. Well, we're going to get the same again today, down to the high, and then the market finds support. And then they've moved back up with the Dow in the afternoon, which you can see there. 5-minute chart, there's the selling yesterday morning. This soon ended. They brought the market back. It traded in a sideways range. Again, the meat of this move was put on after the close at 4:30 for the DAX futures. Trade so far this week, 440.82, 636 on the profit factor. And we've got win-loss 70... sorry, there we go. We've got the win-loss at 54 to 46 there. So yeah, it's still good, but you've got to watch the patterns, and you've got to watch that they want to keep moving this market to the upside. Made money on the shorts yesterday. Got out right at the best point, ironically, in the 5-minute chart that we just looked at. Just go back to that. Down here in this area, and then the market came back and would have taken 3/4 off, and certainly all of it by the end of the day. So despite the fact of profitable shorts, the market is still wanting to move to the upside, as can be seen by the last hour, where the market has sprung to the upside. Bit of pullback now. Watch the high, watch the close for this market and all of the markets as well during today. In the S&P, this still looking a bit more bullish, trying to get above that 78% retracement in the daily chart. GDP numbers may do that. 30-minute chart, again, decline in the pre-market session. An hour into the main CME session, the market moves back up and is above yesterday's high at the moment. Also, the FTSE 100 sideways to higher. It's not taken out the previous day's high overnight yet. If we have a look at the 30-minute chart, and we've got a bit of a decline there. Yesterday morning we moved lower. S1, Dow, bring the market back. There's the high. We've traded up to it, not quite closed through it, so a bit of support there, but it's got to hold above that 200 MA as well. Failure to do that, we'll see it probably come back down and test the DP there. In the currency, it's still waiting for the Fed. That will be this next Wednesday, the 1st of February. Wow, already. Again, sell off in the morning. Same pattern all week for the yen as well. Bring the market back. Overnight in Asia, the markets managed to get back above the DP. The pound, again, moving back up. Now wishy-washy's off the hook with his seatbelt fine, and the what's his name? Sakabi, I can't remember his name. The former chancellor that owed 3 million said it was careless. Wow, that is some form of level of carelessness, isn't it? Anyway, that aside, the pound moving up there, as can be seen. Again, yesterday we're down, and then we're up. As the US dollar moves lower, the stock markets move higher. And we're not above yesterday's high, though, for the pound. In the dollar, continue to move lower, obviously supporting the pound along with the scandal that seems to have disappeared at the moment for the government. Focus being on the NHS. So dollar down, pound up, and also the metals as well. So dollar down at 101 to the moment. That's quite a support area, as can be seen there. So the market will need to hold above that 101 level. If it takes that out, it'll lend a bit more support to the pound and the metals, which we'll look at now. So silver managing to move back to the upside, still can't get above that 24 and hold because they don't want it above 24. I don't know what's going on there when you see gold moving higher. Silver had a bit of a shakeout in the morning, then they brought it back. Again, just under that $24. Didn't hold, back down to the DP, so expect a further shakeout to keep this market in the trading range that it has now. In the gold markets, again, you can see another update for gold after an initial sell-off, and up on the overnight there, so a bit of a sell-off there and then back up. So gold really strong at the moment and trading at yesterday's high too. At some point, the silver market will be allowed to move up, but who knows when. And the gold-silver ratio there, just showing that we're still in the 80s. It's way, way above what it should be. It should be down at 15, but they're not allowing that to occur at the moment, as can be seen by this day here, where they sold into the silver market to get it back below that $24 price range. Okay, that's it for this one. Let's see what happens when we kick off at 7 and 8 and see if the market puts in another monster day to the upside for the stock markets. The insanity continues. In any snippet of or whiff of news, that rates are either going to be stalled, reduced. When I mean reduced, the rate of increase is going to be reduced. That's going to be the next thing on Wednesday. Next, with the Fed, they're not going to go 75. They're not going to go 15. No. New bid stands at 0.25%. Madness, isn't it? Welcome to the Twilight Zone. Okay, that's it for this one. as ever, thanks for watching. See you in the next one.